fellow Sudokans, and welcome to Zen and the Art of the Guardian Sudoku puzzle. It's Tuesday, the 18th of October, 2022. I've got a bit of strength back now after having recovered a bit, had a bit of rest, not asleep, just a rest, and had some good food, and feeling more ready to have a bash at Sudoku again this evening. This will be the Los Angeles Times expert level game. It feels like there are a lot of numbers on the board already pre-placed. That's not necessarily a good sign. That doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be an easy game. Sometimes when you see a lot of digits already pre-placed, it can turn out to have a tough logic ending, so it doesn't really mean anything. What's happening in the world? I'm getting rather depressed, I must admit, about the current situation. I am actually by nature an optimist. I have always been an optimist, and I always see the world as improving in the long term, of course, and understand that, like every, many other aspects of life, the graph showing the trends of improvement is not a straight line one. It goes up and down, it fluctuates. So we seem to be in a phase of slipping back at the moment. I saw a poll yesterday or today or this morning or something like that. I think I can't remember what the Washington Post or the New York Times, which showed the Republicans ahead for the upcoming midterm U.S. elections, which is just really shocking. I mean, I have no idea, because it's one poll. It doesn't necessarily reflect the actual figure, but just the fact that even if it were off by quite a few points, that would still be approximately half of the country, considering that the Republicans are really looking to end democracy. They really are. It's that serious, and Americans don't care or are in favor of it. And of course, we've known America in the past has had its dabblings with fascism. Of course, the Ku Klux Klan has been associated with Nazis, all through its history as well. So it's not like it's something new, but it's never really been mainstream. I'd say that it's not been mainstream in the way that it is right now. And that's a scary thing, not because I care so much about America, though I do care about America and would like it to be a great place, but just because of its effects on the rest of the world. Because as America goes has been for the last 50 years or so, then the rest of the world will tend to follow, and that's a scary thing. We already have right-wingers in control in Italy, or certainly in power in Italy. Maybe not exactly in control, but in power. And this creeping fascism we see across the world is really an awful thing, a dreadful setback for humanity as I see it. That's my view. You can disagree, but if you do, you probably shouldn't be on this channel and watching this stuff, because you're going to be bored to hear me complain about it over and over. Right, okay. Now, I did spot a couple of things, but then I took my eye off the grid again. What did I spot? Oh yeah, I spotted this lovely 7 and 8 blocking across here and giving me a 7 and 8 in these two empty squares. And in fact, we can place those now because we've got an 8 blocking up here. So immediately we know the 8 goes here and the 7 goes there. And look, we've got 7 blocking this square, and we've got 7 blocking this square, and 7 blocking this square. So we can say for sure that's where the 7 must go. Right. We can also place a 2. We've got 2s blocking down like this, and 1 across here. That gives us a 2 in that square. Right, let's see what else we need. Okay, we have 9s blocking up these 2 squares like this. So that's where the 9 must go. We're going to be left with a 1 and 5 here now. How does that help us? Well, it means 5s are in those squares. But look here, we've got 5s blocking up here. That means 5 is in one of those squares. This can here be 5. 5 must be there. And we've also got a 1 here. That means 1 is going to be in this, blocking all across. So we've got we've got ones in these squares like this. That means ones are going to appear down there. Also means ones are going to be in these squares and down there. And anything else we know? Okay, down here is a bit more complicated. Right, so let's keep at it. 1, 3, 3, 3, and 1, 2. Just looking to see what's going. So this is 1, 3, and this is 1, 2, right? Okay, I should have done this before. Somebody would be complaining that I didn't bother to follow through. We've got 8s going down like this, but I'm just looking for anything that I see that's nice and quick and easy first of all. Missing from here and here, I believe, is 3 and 4. We're going to be left with 4 in those squares anyway. Anything else about 4s? We have 4s here. We have 4s there as well. We have 1s there, don't we? Okay, this. All right, we've got. Okay, I see something useful. Now I said 1 blocks across here, so 1 is in these squares here, right? Blocking down here, 1 blocks across here, so we can determine that 1 is in those squares there. Now actually we have. We need an 8 in this column as well, and we have 8 blocking this square and this square, so we know that this is in fact a pair of 1 and 8 in these 2 squares. And now that we know that, what else can we say? If indeed we can say anything else. Well, let's have a look and see what goes here. This is neither 1 nor 8, and therefore must be 3 and 4. Okay, so we've got 4 blocking here, so that's where the 4 goes, and this is where the 3 must appear. I still haven't followed through these 8s. People are going to be complaining even more that I'm not following these digits around the board. There's something about the 8s that don't want to be finished by me today. And the 8 has a tendency to not want to be finished today. Right, okay, now we've got 1 and 8 in these squares here, of course, so 8 blocks there. That's where the 8 goes, that's where the 1 goes. Is there 1 more 8 to go? I better finish it off because otherwise I'll be in deep trouble with the commenters. Okay, we have 8s blocking across like this. I believe that's the final location. Yes, it was. Okay. 4 blocks down here and 4 blocks across here, so that's where the 4 must go. Four blocks this square, and we need a 4 in this column here, so that's where it must go, and the 3 will finish the column there. Now we can take the 3's across like so, and the 3 down, so that's where the 3 is. Shall I go through very quickly to look for anything that can help me in a short period of time? 8 is our only completed digit, so okay, we have 6 blocking down here and 6 across here. Let's do that again, and that puts 6 into one of these 2 squares blocking up here, and with the 6 across here, we know that the 6 must be in that square. Seven blocks all the way down here. Missing from these 2 squares is 1 and 5. Oh no, so I'd seen something. Had not. I'm just going to look again at these digit 1s. They are somewhere down there, and therefore up there, and they are here because they are here and here and there. But this block here, do we have any restrictions? I don't think we do we really? I don't think so. I'm shaking my head. You can't see it, but I'm shaking my head. Meaning I can't see it. Alright, let's see what else is going on with the 2s. We have a pair of 2s there. We have 2s here. And we have 2s across like that. And I don't know the way forward on that. So we look at the 3s and we establish that there are 3s in those squares, and up here like this, still possible like that, and just about anywhere over here, unfortunately. With the 4s, we have 4s like this and so this is a pair of 4 and 2. I just put the 2's there, didn't I? So this is a pair of 2 and 4. So we know that's 2 and 4. Let's hope we can get something else. Knowing that's 2 and 4. We already know 6's are there, so that's not much help. Do we know anything about the 1's? No, they are still possible like this then. No, they're not. I said 1 is here, right, blocking across, so 1 blocks down here, 1 blocks down here, but now we know that these 2 squares can only contain 2 or 4, so that in fact must be the 1. Yay! Okay. Alright, again, what did I say? 2 and 4, so then in these squares we are looking for the 6 and the 9. And so the 9 blocks up here and the 9 blocks across here, that gives us a 9 in that square there. Also now we've got 6 and 9 in these squares. We've got 9 blocking across here and 6 as well, because I've been spying that 6 for ages in those squares, and now I see we have 9's there as well. So this is a pair of 6 and 9. So in these squares we have 3 and 5. Does it help? Yes, it certainly does, because that blocks 3 all the way up there, and that puts the 3 into that square. And now I think that's probably enough to go forward a long way on this game, may even finish it. 1 is there. This is now we have 1 and 3, so 1 and 2 in these squares now, didn't we? So that's the 1 now, that's the 2, and 2 finishes this block there. And of course 2, we had 2 or 4 here, right? So now this 2 means that's excluded. That's where the 2 goes, that's where the 4 goes. 4 here, 4 blocking there. That's where the 4 is. 4 across these 2 rows, and 1 blocking up here puts a 4 into that square. Only 1 digit to complete this column, that will be a 3. And the last number here is 5. Oh, we've got 1 missing from up here. Let's do that as well. That looks to be a 6 to me. And of course we had 6 and 9 here, so now we know the 6 is in that square and the 9 is here. And well, much of it is done now, isn't it, really? Not a lot to go, really. Let's see, let's re-examine the board. Down here we are looking for 6 and 9. Do we have any? No, we don't. Down here we are looking for 1, 5 and 9. No, we have 1, 5, 9, 1 of each in each row, so that's no good. Over here we are looking for 1's in these squares here. Oh, we can get our 4 already. 4. Oh no, we got 4 already. Excuse me. I'm jumping the gun here. See, I'm getting too excited, over eager. 7 blocks across like this, so we've got 7's in these 2 squares. We've also got 7's here. 7 and what else goes in these squares here? 7 and 3, is it? Okay, yeah, we need these 2 squares need a 7 and 3 to finish this row, so the 3 blocks there, that's the 3, that's the 7, and now we know the 7 is in this square here. Right. This was 1, 5, I remember, so that's got to be 1, 5 as well. No, it doesn't help. Missing from here, we are looking for 3 and 5, if I remember correctly. With this now, we've got the blocking 3, so the 3 goes there, and the 5, excuse me, is in that square. 5 blocks across here, puts in a 5 there. 5 blocks up here, so 5 is here. The last number there is 1. And we need a 1 for this block here, and then we have 1 blocking across and down here, so that's where digit 1 goes. For this column we are still looking for a 6, and in this column we are looking for a 5. 5 across this row and across this row, so we know for sure a 5 is in that square, and we also know that we just need a 1 to finish this row here. And to complement this block, we should use a digit 9, which will block across here and give us a 9 in that square, and 6 will finish today's Los Angeles Times expert level grid, much easier than the New York Times, which actually was a good game today, but I was just not energetic enough or didn't have any perseverance to feel like I could finish that one without pencil marks. But this one was much easier, but enjoyable, both of them actually. Good games, I think. That's it. I should be back tomorrow, but for the next few weeks I'm going to be very busy with work which involves speaking, and probably will run out of voice, so but I should do my best, or maybe I should just turn on computer text to voice. That's even worse than mine. I have a bad voice, but the auto-generated voices are even worse than my own. That's it. Thank you. Bye bye.